Good morning, it's Mary, Queen MLV. Talk to me Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. And I had an interesting week. I got two things quilted with Molly's help. I'll get back to those in a second because I forgot to grab them for you. I did make one more fox block, so that's 6 out of 16. They're all different colors, but they all look the same, so you're probably bored with seeing those. Then on the American Patchwork Quilting, the website's All People Quilt Along, I got 2 blocks finished, and they're going to go like this, and then of course the other way. These are 8-inch blocks. These are 1-inch strips, and they're tiny. People were showing photos of their first blocks on the Facebook group, and they looked this big, and then you put it together and you're like, wow, that's that would explain why we need 64 of these. So 2 down, 62 to go before the border, which is also similar to this. So progress on that, and it's a 6-week challenge, but you don't start sewing until week 4, and week 4 is sewing the lights, and week 5 is sewing the darks. And so we're 5 weeks into a 6-week challenge, and I have 2 blocks to show for it, and it's a whole quilt. So we'll get there. Of course, the last challenge I did similar to this was this one up here, which isn't finished, and I've already started a second challenge with them. We're on block, I want to say 7, and I've done 2 of them, but I mean they're 7 blocks, and so those are going to be, I mean, I could catch up on that in a day, easy. So that was nice. I don't know if any of you have seen this panel around. It's called Arctic Wonderland, and I saw it at my quilt shop, and I really, really need new projects for my 2019 list. So I grabbed it because it was a great price, and I just thought it was awfully cute. I thought it has great quilting opportunities. Went on Pinterest and did a little searching online to see what people are doing with the Arctic Wonderland panel, and basically all I've seen is a double border on it, period. Some are mitered, some are quilted a little bit interestingly, nothing I would really call great custom work. And so I think I'm kind of on my own. So if anyone has any ideas, that's actually, that border around it, that little tiny black line is 1/2 inch wide. So I think, and it's cut right on it. So when I put it into something, it's going to have a 1/8 inch. I mean, I could come inside of it and make it disappear, but I think it's going to have a 1/8 inch black line around it, which I really like. And that black line does extend around the top and bottom printed borders. Anyway, it's a fun, I don't know why it looks orangey and yellow. I guess it is orangey and yellow. I thought it was more red, but it's I like it. And I was just hoping for something a little more dramatic with it. I could build it into a quilt. I'm hoping putting it in the center of a medallion quilt. It's kind of sitting in the center of a medallion quilt right now. I'm thinking a little off center. I don't know when I became a modern quilter, but I think I have. Anyway, looking for ideas on Arctic Wonderland. I'm excited about the 10th anniversary party for Talk to Me Tuesday in April. I hope everybody participates in that. And I do think I'm going to be able to tell you by next week that I'm going to have a gift for everybody who posts a video next month for the anniversary party. I told my brother last night over dinner that we were having a virtual 10-year anniversary party, and his only comment was he hopes no one gets too drunk to drive home. So let's please be aware of that and try not to let that happen. I'm going to turn you off for 10 seconds and come back and show you the ones I quilted because they are behind me. Be right back. Less than 10 seconds. Okay. I'm really not finished with these, but I wanted to show you something off the efforts of Molly and me this week. This is called Squares, and it is just squares. I did get it quilted, and there's the back. Doesn't match. And that, of course, is the difference between tan and elephant. So that needs to be bound. And so, handwork. Yay. This one also needs to be bound. This is my king size one. Oh my God, am I happy to get this off. King size. And since it's all squares, I thought I could have the most wonderful time doing custom work on this. I don't know why my computer and my phone want to jump in during my video, but today's that day. So anyway, I thought I was going to get tons of practice on doing amazing things on these squares. They're 9-inch squares, and I put it on the machine and quickly realized that as fun as each square could be, there are 121 of them, and I didn't really have a month to do that. So then I decided to do a different pattern that I did a row of it, and that row took me 3 hours, and there were going to be 22 of those rows, and I didn't have a couple weeks to do that. And so I decided that that would just be the top border that would go across the pillow, and I would match it on the bottom to go across the foot of the bed. And so that's when I got to hear Molly sing. I decided then that I would put 11 rows between those two little ones. And by the way, the second one didn't take 3 hours, of course, because that was learning curve. The second one took about, an hour and a half on the bottom. But these 11 rows in the middle, I got one going across, and it's actually, I thought it was 112 inches wide. It's actually 104 inches square. I'm not sure what a difference that makes, but I did do an edge to edge with 11 runs across, and got all the kinks out, got all the tension just how she liked it, and everything was smooth sailing on the first row. And Molly and I have been quilting together for, well, a couple, maybe 2 months now, as you know, a couple weeks at least, several weeks, I don't know. Anyway, when we quilt, I've been listening to audiobooks, and watching her in my comfort zone, which means slow down to where I can pay attention and see what's going on should something occur. And so on my second of these 11 rows, and I had still done the math and still thought, well, at an hour and 15 minutes per row, this is still going to take me several, I was still looking at 40 hours instead of a month. And so as she starts her second row across, I thought, everything's going smoothly. I think we might be able to get a little speed up. And when I looked at the speed, there's fast, there's slow, and there's medium. And I'm at about 10% down here. And I thought, medium sounds safe. Medium sounds moderate. It sounds like, who can't handle medium? So I just hit medium like it was no big deal. And oh my God. Oh my God. She took off. She's flying. She is singing. Couldn't have been happier. In her comfort zone, not mine. And had to go turn my audiobook off. She was singing so loudly I couldn't even hear. Those 11 rows took 18 minutes each. And I got that thing finished. Couldn't believe it. This entire huge king-size quilt. Couldn't believe it. So it's still a little fast for me, but it's where Molly likes it. And as long as she's helping me, I get to hear her sing. So that was pretty darn exciting. Let's see what else I got. One more thing. Jelly roll swap. My goodness, I was so excited about this, and I didn't think I could get more excited about it, and then I did. I did design a pattern in EQ8, and I wanted it to be something special because this quilt is something special, and it's going to have a special label on it, and so I came up with something that, you know, it's not something I've never seen before, but I did do it from scratch. It's a simple heart in a block and paper pieced, and I'm going to make, and a lot of math was involved. I want to use all the jelly rolls, of course. I want to use all of each of the jelly strips, of course, and I want it to be something I can cherish, and it's anyway. There will be 30 of these blocks, and 5 across. Sorry, it's on top of 2 different quilts. There will be 5 across, and these are the sashing with the medallions. The medallions, the background of each heart and the sashing is all I've added. Everything else in here is from the jelly strips I received. The medallions, the hearts, and the blocks behind them are all from that. And so I have 7 done out of 30, and I am pretty excited about that. So designing and calculating and making 7 blocks in a week is pretty good progress on that, but I have to tell you how excited I am. And I mean, when you have a batik and a Sesame Street strip in with, this is Sesame Street, this is sparkly dragonflies, and then there are, both these grains have different dots on them. It's and then the whites. It's, you know, it's kind of a challenge. Lots of purples. It was a challenge to come up with something that would accommodate such a broad range of fabrics. And then the reason they're not all sewn together yet is because I you know, of course I'm going to lay them out to where I don't have all the purples and one place and all the greens and all that. So that's why I'm on 2 rows, and these rows can't even touch. So so excited about that. And anyway, more on that later. I have 4 quilts that need binding. So I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but he doesn't keep me waiting more than a few minutes, so I'm thinking that won't be enough. I think it's time for me to get on the nice comfy chair and watch a few movies, because this is a lot of binding. This one is, 400 plus inches of binding, and then there are 3 more when I finish that. Then I have 2 more ready to get Molly's help on. The next one up is a UFO, which I'm behind on those too. I wanted to get 12 UFOs done this year, and I've done 1. Oh, wait. This is a UFO. So once this is bound, I'm going to have 2. And then my 3rd one, hopefully will be finished by the end of March. It's the one that's up next. It's called Old MacDonald. I'm sure you guys don't remember it. It's been around for years, as this one has. My UFOs are old. There was stained glass in January. This jelly roll, jelly cake one for February, and then Old MacDonald in March. And I do have a cute idea for that, if I can pull it off. So that's what I have coming up. Again, any thoughts on these guys, let me know. I don't want it to become a UFO, but I don't want it to become a huge project. And I just, seems like I'm finally finishing some things, but I'm starting a lot more things too. But I'm still not uncomfortable with that yet. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I hope everyone is planning to participate in the virtual anniversary party that Jennifer has planned for April, and have a great week. Bye.